Hi, this is Jeremy Kellett, host of the Oakley Podcast and Director of Recruiting here at Oakley Trucking. The following interview is non-scripted and impromptu of a driver we pulled into the office straight from the yard. With no prior knowledge and no preparation for this interview, we think it's important you hear firsthand the response he has to his career here at Oakley.
I'm like one of the guys in the other video. If you can't make it at Oakley, you can't make it trucking. Actually, before I leased on, I talked to Jeremy Kellett, and of course I was looking at the computer, looking at the money, and I was thinking about tanks. And Jeremy kind of talked me into hoppers, and I don't think I want to change. I love it. I think the difference at Oakley, as far as financial, is the amount that you actually bring home that you can maintain your trucks with. Where I was leased before, I don't know if I could have afforded to have did an in-frame on the engine or anything. At Oakley, I think a lot of people, they look at the website and might get confused with that mileage, and they don't realize you take that mileage and you have add-ons like your safety bonus and your, which I'm very protective of, you know, maintaining that CSA score. But the safety bonus, you know, you got the fuel surcharge and then your weight bonus. You got all these add-ons that puts it up there, and it's all miles, not just loaded miles. Other places, some dispatchers I've had with other places thought it's just a good idea to make the wheels turn on the truck. Let's throw any load at you. Profitability doesn't matter, you know. Just keep the wheels turning so that you basically get fuel money. Like I said, and with Oakley, I can't speak for the other divisions, but for the hoppers, there is no waiting. Even when the COVID first broke out and things got a little slow, the amount of waiting time was, you could count it in minutes. You know, we're not talking days, we're talking minutes. There is no waiting in hoppers. I mean, my dispatcher says, let me know when you get unloaded. He's got something waiting. There's something somewhere. And most of the time we're not going really far, but we're getting, taking care of that load, getting rid of that load, we're on to the next one. But I've never worked mileage pay until I came here. I've always worked percentage, and I like the way we do it. You know, you're actually paid both directions, you know, your deadhead as well as your loaded miles. I run Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. You're in Louisiana fairly often, but I find it's more profitable for me. I usually work 2 weeks. I don't know, it just seems like the weekends, seems like the money is better, or it's just, I don't know, it just flows right into it. I love going out to the farms, out in the country. Most of the people you deal with is doing that, is friendly. If you're out of time, most of them, I just pull over there and park. You know, I've even had farmers where we got there the night before. I asked them if we could park there at the farm, and they said, yeah, we got room for 2 or 3 trucks here. And it's me and another driver. We had 2 trucks. We went up there and parked, and this guy told us that I'm not going to be able to load you until like 8 o'clock. I've got to do something. That's cool. So I wasn't expecting 8 o'clock. But at 5 o'clock, his brother knocks on the door. His brother had called him and said, hey, you got trucks there already, you know. So anyways, this guy shows up. He loads us. His wife had made bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches and coffee, and he had them wrapped up in a cooler to keep them warm, and brought them to us. You know, at 5 o'clock in the morning, this farmer is giving us a fresh cooked bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich and loading his beans on us. And just, you know, it's just a friendly atmosphere. Everyone's on pretty much first name basis. And now I use, particularly some people, I'll use their last name and put a handle on it, like Mr., because that's how I was raised. A person that I know better, you know, we're pretty much on a first name basis. I mean, it's not a big formal, I mean, I'm not saying it's a small company, but it's not like formal where you can't go talk to anybody. I mean, everyone here usually pretty much wears blue jeans. It's that kind of atmosphere. I've heard some people on the internet want to claim that it is forced dispatch, but remember, Oakley's went out and got these customers. If you had your own authority, you'd have to go find customers yourself and spend time not driving finding them customers, where Oakley has went out and got these customers. And if you have customers, them customers have to be serviced. And so pretty much I go wherever they say go. I don't know how to explain it other than I guess you'd say as truck drivers we like to gripe and bitch a lot. Set some of that aside and realize that Oakley has already gone out and got the customer. It's all owner operator, so we just simply we service that customer. It's either that or you strap off the load board, and well, when times are good, times can be good on a load board, out doing general freight. But when times are bad, boy, them brokers really get to you, and you might end up making no money, losing a truck and stuff like that. If you halfway pay attention to your finances and P's and Q's, there is no reason at Oakley that you can't make it.